Last summer, I wrote down all my dreams, and one of them led me to a 4,000-meter jump from an airplane that changed my life. Hi, if you're new here, welcome to Project Murphy. This is my self-inflicted experiment to see how far in life I can go without ever feeling ready, and whether it's actually possible to complete 126 dreams in 5 years. Last summer, I realized the work I was doing wasn't what I wanted long term, but I had no idea what was. That's when I started writing down everything I wanted to experience. And without a lot of thought, I put skydiving on my list, as it's like kind of these once-in-a-lifetime things that people do. And when the chance came only a few weeks later, I said yes. I'm not an adrenaline person, I don't trust equipment, I don't like uncertainty, and if something can go wrong, then I can vividly see it going wrong in my head. It's like a horror movie. The things that I've seen! So the skydiving was on my list, but I was terrified. I was afraid that I would fall and get injured very badly, and then I would be stuck in my own body.
16 paranoia-filled days later.
I arrived at the airfield and there were a bunch of strangers that we were going to jump with. We arranged so that me and my boyfriend could go on one plane, and that really calmed me down a bit. But then at the last second they switched us. Suddenly I was seated next to a stranger called Jay, who I later found out was the one and only father of the bucket list community, aka Mr. Bucket List. Jay was wearing a shirt that said "Never Ready," and I asked what it meant. And he said that it means you don't have to feel ready to take action, you just act. And little did I know that that sentence would ruin all my excuses for the rest of the year, or possibly my life. And before I knew it, we were already taking off. I was still very much terrified despite you seeing me smile. I always smile when I'm nervous. I tried to remember the instructions we'd been given on the ground, but honestly I was already confused back then. But that's okay, it's only a 4-kilometer fall. We were already over 4,000 meters high. The pilot gave us a very convincing good to go, and I was holding my breath as I was the first to jump. And when the door opened, my brain stopped working, but I assumed my position and waited for my jump buddy's signal as he gave a 1, and he gave a 2, and no 3! Where was the 3? I wasn't ready. But I will never be ready. I never have been. At first, there was shock. The wind was roaring past my ear, and after that, something unexpected happened. There was no fear in me anymore. I had been fearing my whole way until the jump, and now I wasn't afraid. When I'm actually falling through the sky at 200 kilometers per hour. For the first time in so long, my mind had stopped, and I was just in the now. And we landed gracefully in a pile of shit, and I was ecstatic with tears in my eyes, and that was the moment where I realized that the anxiety about the jump and life in general is living in the future. It's squeezing out all my energy and trust in the journey. I was scared because I could end up stuck in my own body, but I didn't realize that the overthinking is already trapping me. And that day, I officially joined the bucket lister community. A month later, I quit my job that was keeping me safe to pursue what I actually wanted instead. This is how I checked off my first thing from the bucket list, which was skydive from 4,000 meters. Fast forward to today. Last week, I announced my next big mission for this year, which is to get over the fear of traveling. After my announcement, bucket lister community came to help, and out of nowhere, this person that I had known maybe for an hour asked if I want to join her to Portugal to hike the Fisherman's Trail. And I felt my body instantly say yes, but it's in a week. If you want to see how this unexpected trip goes and what I will take off my bucket list next, then please subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and share your thoughts in the comments. I am so grateful for every single one of those. I will see you in Portugal.